you dare to embark on this journey, you too may find what you seek, and perhaps something even greater, so long as you simply believe.
Wouldn't be Florida without a nice storm, would it? We can see the movement of the rain. I suppose it's a good time as any. This is my last night in Orlando. I go to North Carolina tomorrow, very early. I think it's 7 in the morning. I'm not looking forward to waking up at like 4:30 to leave. Obviously there's some visible tan lines that can be noticed on my shoulders because of what tops I was wearing. But all in all, you know, I did all the parks. I did like 3.5 days of Universal, so there wasn't much footage of that, as they're pretty damn strict with their policy regarding taking stuff onto the actual rides. But Disney, I brought quite a few. You'll see footage of that, or you will listen footage of that. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to going back, but also very different experience going on your own, very different, just across the board, in the sense of you can do what you want, you can queue for everything you want. Universal was a very good experience. If you're being on your own, like, so many more single rider queues for that compared to Disney, which obviously it's not focused on individuals. So all in all, I'd suggest if you're a single rider, the Disney shows are still just as good, everything like that, it's still good, but I would recommend Universal for that. I didn't get to go to SeaWorld. It was just very difficult to fit that in alongside everything that I was doing on the side. Like yesterday I was meant to go tubing Rocket Kelly, I think it's called. We got there about 8 in the morning to a 2-mile long queue of cars. We then went to another one nearby. There was a mile-long queue of cars. We waited 20 minutes in that queue to find out, you know, how quickly is this queue moving, and it moved about 200 meters in 20 minutes. So you know, you're approximately gauging 160 minutes for a full mile, which we were not down for, and that ended up being a pool day instead. Which, you know, it's a shame, but whatever, right? Like sometimes trying to do things like that on Father's Day weekend, not a great idea. Not a great idea at all. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what awaits me in North Carolina, I suppose. I've never been. Haven't really seen much around. I've been to Raleigh. I've not really looked that much. Like there must be some like museums and things like that, but otherwise I've not heard too much about it. So I did see that the weather was spiking this coming week, though. It's like 37 Celsius, which is about 98, 99 Fahrenheit. So yeah, I mean, we'll find out, I suppose, right? So that's it from Orlando. And now we get to watch the lightning show. Downtown Orlando has been fully helicopter's still going, so I guess it's the weekend, they're doing tours and stuff, but like, this is an awful time to be doing those. Visibility is dropping by the minute as this oncoming storm arrives. You can even see in Endless Summer there's nobody in the pool, obviously, because lifeguards pulled them away due to the obvious lightning that we've been seeing. I will say as well, just as a side note, you can see all the buses arriving at Endless Summer there. So I was actually just walking along this road on the side here, walking along, going to that hotel to get the free shuttle, which is like every 10 minutes during peak, it feels like. Which was way easier for me to get to Universal, because obviously I can see Universal, but that's, you know, there's no use if I can't walk there, which I would gladly do. But the path is not very clear, and it's, yeah, I believe it's the I-4 that goes across it, so not really doable in that sense. But I would highly recommend this area. I mean, even the Best Western across the road, like that area is probably quite nice, depending on the cost. You probably get more of a hotel experience in that, at the very least. Whereas this is more, I mean, this is an Airbnb, right? So this is a condo that's been rented out by an individual at a place like this. But it's not like this place didn't have any shuttles that went anywhere, because they did, but there was only 3 a day, and they were like, I don't know, it was like 8:20, 9:50, 11:20. It was like, they're okay times, but then the ones coming back, it's like not as great either. So I'd highly recommend, if you're going to stay around here, if you're not willing to spend the actual cost to get to Endless Summer itself, or one of the other resort hotels, this is a pretty good area to be in. You're close enough that you can get a free shuttle. The walk is about 5 minutes. So if you're willing to bear that 5-minute walk in weather which is hit and miss, or just scorching hot, well, depending on the day, then I definitely recommend here. And this is obviously the Point, the Point Orlando hotel and condo, or something like that along those lines. You'll find it very easily if you just go on Google Maps and look across the road from Endless Summer. But yeah, just keep watching the show, I suppose.